Hey everyone, so today I wanted to do a little short video on a little problem we had with Ava, our Alliance Avenue 32 RLS. We have a hot water system that has the electric and the gas, and I've already done a video on how to clean that entire tank and also replace the anode rod. I'll put a link in the description below on that. But today we have a problem with the pressure release valve. They can wear out after a while and sometimes just get plugged up with some gunk. And so ours is either gone bad or I'm going to take it off and soak it in some vinegar, just like you would clean the tank. And but I'm also going to replace the valve. You may be watching this video today just to see how to do that, and so you're in luck. We're going to show you how to do that when we return. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these screws up. There's a screw here and a screw back there. I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to remove that and probably this upper shield here, because I have to get in here and turn this. This is the valve here, the pressure valve that's bad. I'm going to get in there, and so I can get room to get probably some either vice grips or a channel locks to loosen that up, because I don't know pretty much any other way. Basically channel locks probably to turn that off. And yeah, we'll get that off, and we'll take a look. All right. Having a magnetic screwdriver is pretty nice. Keeps your screws from falling off, going somewhere you don't want. See that? That looks real nice. So that was fairly simple. These two screws there, and we'll figure out how to get this upper one off here. Just two screws there as well. Gonna want to make sure when you put this back on, this goes on first. You can't get to these screws really well until that other one's out of the way. All right. All right, let's see if I can get this with my my channel locks. Oh yeah. Oh, one more thing I think's got to come off. This coming out of the way. If that comes out of the way. Uh-oh. That's part of that. So that's not going to come off. I'm just going to leave that for now. Let's see if we can get it out without taking that off, because that'd be kind of a pain. Let's see if we can get it out. Oh, got more water in there, of course. I let it out before. And I want to shut the whole hot water heater off. Put your valves on the put your valves in the winterized mode, and then that'll stop the water from coming through. That way you can still do everything in your rig, like wash your dishes and that kind of stuff. Just like I showed in the other video
Whoa, this has got some real rust here. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, this is in rough shape. This, if you can see it, has got some real rust inside there. So that's just going to be replaced. I'm not going to mess around with that. Yeah, it's time. These things, you know, this is quite a little, even though it looks simple, probably a little complex because it's got to have a certain point where it actually releases when the hot water gets too hot. This one looks like it's set at 210 degrees. As soon as it hits that, then it's going to actually open and let the pressure off so you don't get, your tank doesn't blow up, basically. Yeah, so you can watch the other video that I do on how to actually replace this anode rod down here. I'm probably going to do that today as well. So yeah, we'll do that, and I'll replace this, and I'm going to have to buy a new anode rod. And yeah, so we'll actually do that today. We'll replace this. I just wanted to get this off here to see if it actually does need to be replaced, and the answer is yes, for sure. So I'll get a new anode rod, and I will get this, and we'll put both in new. And I'm going to have to run some vinegar through there, just like in the other video, which I said I'll link below this video so you can watch that one. If you watch that one first, it'll give you a little bit better understanding of what we got to do here. All right. All right, one more thing I wanted to add to this video is another reason that I took the valve off before I actually go to the store to purchase another one is to make sure that I have it with me, to make sure that I actually get the right one, threads and the whole 9 yards. So another good reason to take it off ahead of time. All right. All right, so I did end up getting a new hot water pressure valve for our hot water heater. I got it at Camping World. It was $18.99 plus tax. You know, this was kind of I wanted to get it done now, so probably could have done better online, but who knows. Anyway, this is what it is. It is a 3/4 inch. They have a 1/2 inch threads, and they have a 3/4 inch. This is actually the 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch NPT with a 1 3/16 inch shank. So yeah, that looks bigger than 3/4 to me, but anyway, it matches up right there. So I took the old one in, mashed it up, and yeah, I'll put that bad boy in, and we will I'll put my new anode rod in. I got a new anode rod. This is the one I ended up getting. Extended life with the aluminum and a stainless steel core. Same thing that's in there. That should work perfect. Also, I did get these boxes at Sam's. They come 2 gallons each. I don't really need 3, but I'm going to take some of the other one and put it in here. And I'm going to actually save. That'll fit right in there. I'm actually soak this and hopefully just keep it as a spare. And get some of the gunk and stuff out of there. We'll see how it works. I'll soak that in there for the same 6 hours that I'm going to soak the tank before I flush it. And yeah, we'll see how that works. Look at all this stuff coming out of here. It's like jelly. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's pretty weird. Yeah, it was all over the anode rod too. All over it. See if I can focus in on this thing. Look at that. That's nasty. Nasty. All right, we'll continue on here. All right, so when you're refilling the tank, you want to put it back to either dry camping or city water. Okay, and then as it's filling back up, you're going to want to open up the little petcock up here.
and you can hear the air coming out, and it's just filling it up. And then when the water starts to come out of here, you're done. So yeah. So I got it all painted up, and I got the anode rod back in there. Yeah, just keep letting the air out as it's filling. And then eventually here, we'll see water pouring out, and there it goes. Get all the air out of it. And then what I usually do is I usually come over here. So I stick the hose outside here, and then just turn your hot water on, and you'll drain out any of the water. You'll drain out any of the air that might be in the line. All right, if you have any questions or anything like that, leave a comment in the below, and also give us a thumbs up, please, and also subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell if you want to see future videos. Other than that, we'll see you on the road.
Call it a day and celebrate.